Hello everybody and welcome to our game of the week for the WNBA, the final week of the regular season. This is for all the marbles, who is making it into the playoffs and who's going home empty-handed and really sad. If you were the Wings, you are in trouble, and it's really sad to see what's happened to this team. Not just the fact that they've lost Cambage with this injury. If they've got to get her back. I don't know for sure what's going to happen if she's going to come back. I hope she does. Both these teams have 3 games left to play, and they play each other on Friday night. The Aces have more winnable game. They have probably one more winnable game in that they play. They play the Liberty on Wednesday night. The Wings play the Sun tomorrow, Tuesday night. So that's going to be a tough game. But then they also play on Sunday night. They play the #1 ranked Storm, and that is going to be a tough task given their trajectory. The Aces, as I said, they play the Liberty. They should win that game. The Liberty are terrible. They're the only team playing worse than the Wings right now. And then they close it out with a date with the Dream with Atlanta on Sunday night as well, about the same time, about an hour before the Wings tip off. So what I want to see in this game is everyone's got to be given 110%. Obviously, matchup-wise, the Wings have the better team. They've had the better team, but the Aces have really surged and have really they've simply gotten it together. They are now just 1 game behind. And they have 1 game. They have really 1 game and 1 chance in Dallas. That if they beat them, I think that's it. I think you call it. I don't know what's going to happen with the other 2 games for either of these teams. I do believe that the Sun can beat the Wings, and if that happens, it's almost like I don't. It's really tough to call. If the Wings lose and the Aces beat the Liberty, they're going to come into Friday night tied, record-wise. I don't know tiebreaker situation, but it'll be really interesting to see what happens. So roster-wise, I want to look at the Wings and just talk a little bit about what we can expect. If they make it into the playoffs, where do they go? They've got a bunch of good players that you really can't just say, oh, you know, this team's, they're okay or they're pretty good. You know, this is, in my opinion, a really good team. And I don't know, maybe not the best of the best in the league this year, but Diggins-Smith could have been MVP. Cambage has totally transformed this team. She's a scoring, rebounding machine. She's amazing offensive and defensively. I think the only player that's been better or more impressive has been Breanna Stewart, and I don't even know if she has been more impressive. I just know that Cambage has really made this team into something that you want to go and watch and see, and you want to see this team in the playoffs. I think most people want to see this team in the playoffs. If Cambage gets healthy and she's there, that makes all the difference in the world. You've got last year's Rookie of the Year, Alicia Gray. She's averaging 9 points a game. She's averaging about 2.5 assists. You've got Diggins-Smith, who's I think still the leader, the outright vocal, general of this team. She's got 18 points a game. She's tossing out 6 assists. You got Kayla Thornton, who needs to be playing better in the absence. You've got Kayla Davis, Karima Christmas-Kelly. You've got 3 players right there that I think all have to be playing better in the absence of Cambage. Not that they haven't played well, but they've got to be playing better. Glory Johnson is the veteran leader that this team needs desperately to help this team get back. Obviously, the news is that they just fired longtime head coach Fred Williams, one of the veterans of this league. Had a spat with ownership, and he's out. And Obviously, the losing streak, I don't know if it comes down to coaching. I don't know what it comes down to as far as, who do you really place the blame on? There's only so many players you can choose from to put out on the court. And if they're not going to go out and do their job, they're just not going to get it done. There's nothing really a coach can do. But with that said, if you don't get your lineups right and you don't make the right subs at the right time, if you don't call your timeouts right and if you don't call the right plays, then it's going to be disappointing for you when you lose games. And yes, I think there's kind of it's a two-way street when a coach gets fired. So my biggest question is, will the coaching change be a motivating factor that will turn this team around these last 3 games to get them to win at least 2 of them to get into the playoffs? I don't know. I don't know if Cambage is going to be back. If she is, I honestly will probably make all the difference in the world right there. We're going to have to wait and see. The other thing is, I don't know what to expect out of the Aces, because when you look at that team, you see Cambage and Wilson are 2 centers, 2 of the best centers in the league who have come into this season. Obviously, Liz is a tested veteran of years past in the league, and Wilson as the, ostensibly the rookie of the year before she even played a game. We all kind of knew going in she's going to be the rookie of the year because she's so talented. Well, once again, she's been another player that's come right out of a very successful career in college and come in and immediately made an impact on a franchise and on a team and on a fan base. She is awesome. She's been incredible. I think she's 6th in scoring in the league. You cannot downplay what she has done for this franchise. She on both ends of the floor, she has changed this Aces team around. And if you look at the stats, she's scoring 20 points a game. She's got 8 rebounds a game. She's getting almost 3 assists. She's almost got 2 blocks per game. She has just been incredible. She started every single game, and she has not faltered. Kayla McBride, the former leader of this team, she's also putting up great numbers. Almost 19 points a game. She's getting 3 assists a game. Tamara Young has been a good addition to this team. She's scoring about 10 points. Kelsey Plum needs more. She's doling out 4 assists a game, but they need more from her if they're going to win, especially if they make it into the playoffs. Hamby's been good. Mariah Jefferson's been so-so. The other addition that's disappointing to me is Carolyn Swords, but I didn't expect much from her anyway. So you got a team here in the Aces that they're on the upswing. They're on the uptick. And Bill Lambier is a longtime coach in this league. He's a proven winner. He's defensively minded, as we all know. But he has his detractors. He has folks you kind of either love him or hate him. I'm kind of either way. I don't really have much of an opinion of him other than he's a veteran of the NBA and a veteran of the WNBA, and I think he has what it takes to win. To motivate these players, as I think he has been doing. But again, I think you've got a game changer in Wilson, and if they can add a couple more pieces, maybe in the draft or with some trades in the offseason, whether or not they make the playoffs this season, it doesn't matter to me. They've proven that the ownership, the new MGM ownership, has proven that they want to invest in this team and they want to make all the right moves. As far as social media, as far as getting out there and getting season ticket holders, as far as all the little things that a franchise that ownership can do. That's a move Glory Johnson, those are the kind of moves in place she needs to make to help this team win. But the Aces, they're a young team, but they've got enough veterans that I won't be surprised if they pull this thing out. And so it's going to be very interesting the last 3 games, and especially Friday night. I cannot wait to see what happens. I mean, this is going to be a game. It's going to be a really, really fun game, and I hope everybody tunes in to watch it. If you've not bought League Pass, do it anyway, even though it's, I mean, watch the playoffs. The playoffs are going to be awesome this year. This is one of the best seasons in WNBA history, and it's only going to get better. So keep watching. Let me know who you guys are rooting for in the comments. Let me know who you guys think is going to pull it out and get this last playoff spot, because it's going to be really, really fun Friday night, and even just these last 3 games for both these teams. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be doing more of these come playoff time. I hope you guys are watching. Let me know who you want to win, who you expect to win, and what you think is going to happen. We will see you in the next couple weeks. Thanks, guys. Bye.